Hey, what the? Wait. You're gonna hurt your low back. So I got you because when I played with the Lakers, my low back was killing me. But I have some interventions for you. You're gonna apply hot and cold packs 3 to 4 times a day in the side of the pain. You're gonna also avoid excessive bending and stretching of the back to pick up or reach objects. You should seek counsel for your PCP to take ODC or over-the-counter NSAIDs for 1 to 2 days to reduce the pain. Also, counsel about exercising. Exercise might be the most effective way to your speedy recovery. And you're also gonna seek counsel for your PCP about acupuncture. It's very effective for your low back pain. And also, you can consider, who knows, yoga, tai chi, because those are really good non-pharmacological techniques to help your low back. I got you. And look what I got you. This is so nice because your side back will keep killing your low back. So, actually, you should wear this. And also matches with you.
Trick or treat!
I'm so excited to meet you. And my friend too.
Oh, hi.
So, we have some things that we have for you because Christoph gave me a handout of things to be aware of for osteoporosis.
Are you above the age 50? Are you a female? Do you have low body weight? Do you have a family history of osteoporosis? Did you menopause before the age 45? Are you a woman who hasn't given birth? If so, you could be at risk for osteoporosis.
Now, those are a bunch of things that you can't control, but I'm going to tell you some things that you can control so you can be aware of it, so that we can avoid this whole situation, all right? So, something that you can do is eat plenty of fruits and veggies. You need to have a balanced diet. Also, you need to make sure that you're not eating too much protein, sodium, and caffeine. And an inactive lifestyle, that's super bad. We want to make sure that you're exercising 40 minutes at least 4 days a week. Now, smoking, that's also bad for you. Osteoporosis can come as a risk factor from that. And you want to make sure that you don't lose weight too fast because that can also affect you. Low calcium, that's bad as well. We'll tell you some more specifics about how much calcium you should be getting in a minute. Anorexia and caffeine, those are all controllable risk factors that you have for osteoporosis. Now, for calcium and your vitamin D intake, you want to make sure that you're getting at least 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams per day. And you don't want to take more than 500 milligrams of calcium at one time. Also, you need at least 800 to 1,000 international units of vitamin D3 per day for adults over the age of 50. Now, there's some sources. I know it's kind of a lot of information, but you have food with like egg yolks and liver and saltwater fish and fortified dairy products. Those all have good sources of vitamin D to help you out. Now, you also want to make sure that you're getting some sunshine too, because that's a source of vitamin D. 10 to 15 minutes a day, a couple times a week, that should have you set.
And be sure to get your DXA scan at age 65 to check for osteoporosis if you are at high risk, which you are.
Trick or treat!
Yo, did you know that if you want to become an excellent bodybuilder like me, exercise and weight can affect your musculoskeletal system? The benefits of an exercise on the musculoskeletal system, they include improved muscle tone, increased joint mobility, improved muscle tolerance to physical exercise, a possible increase in muscle mass so you can get that big chest, and reduced bone loss. You can also become more tolerant towards physical activity and fatigue slower. Exercise even helps you tolerate stress, because you know, when I don't get 2 hours in the gym, you know I'm stressed that day. And is even shown to decrease illness like the colds and the flu. Now, I bet you're wondering about some interventions about your weight. I can tell you've gone a little bit off the deep end there. So, move more and sit less throughout the day. Some physical activity is better than none. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity, like some jumping jacks, they gain some health benefits. For substantial health benefits, you're going to want to exercise 150 minutes a week, or 40 minutes 4 days per week. Additional health benefits are gained by engaging in physical activity beyond 5 hours per week of moderate intensity physical activity. You should also do muscle strengthening activities to get those big biceps, that involve all major muscle groups on 2 or more days a week. These activities can provide additional health benefits. Now, I can see you put on a few pounds and maybe aren't at a healthy weight. Let me give you some advice, kid. Maintain a BMI between 18.5 and 24.9. For women, you want to maintain a waist circumference of less than 35 inches and less than 40 inches for men. And you want to maintain a waist to hip ratio of less than 0.8 for women and less than 0.95 for men. That's it. I'm going to give you this to help you with your physical exercise journey. Thanks, kid.
What are you doing with this scooter? You could get injured. Trust me, I get injured all the time. I'm an expert, or my friends are, because I don't pay attention long enough, so they have to remind me. Pooh told me that people participating in contact sports are at greater risk of getting injured. Oh, and Kanga said that parts of the body that are more susceptible to injury are legs, ankles, hands, and elbows. So be careful. Oh, and Piglet said to prevent injuries, you should use a seatbelt, helmets, and protective pads. And Owl said that you should warm up and stretch before exercising, not after. And Rabbit said that older patients should pace activities to compensate for loss of muscle strength and range of motion. Oh. And Christopher Robin learned at school that to treat injuries, use the acronym PRICE. Protect, rest, ice, compress, and elevate the injured limb. If this doesn't work, contact your PCP for further treatment. And I have this for you.
Trick or treat!
You want to hear a joke? What does a fox with arthritis say? Ow, 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 ow! Exactly. Let me tell you some risk factors of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Risk factors include family history of arthritis, age, the older you are, the more likely you are to have arthritis, your sex, women dinos are more likely than men dinos to have arthritis, previous joint injury, obesity, because carrying around that extra weight might put more strain on your joints. Now, let me tell you some tips I've learned because I have arthritis in my tail joint. So, interventions include avoiding obesity, such as keeping your BMI between 18.5 and 24.9. Like I said, losing weight may increase your mobility and limit future joint injury. Additionally, activity modification can help you. It's advised that you exercise 40 minutes a day for 4 days a week, and regular exercise can help keep your joints flexible. Swimming and water aerobics may be a good bet for you because it decreases the stress on your weight-bearing joints. Additionally, heat and ice packs may relieve pain, and a combination of all of these things plus some medications as needed may be your best bet. Finally, assistive devices like canes, shoe inserts, walkers, raised toilet seats, and other assistive devices can help protect joints and improve your ability to perform daily tasks. The earlier you catch this, the better. So here are some heat packs to help you on your journey. Nail 5.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash.